And I feel like one of the hardest things, one of the biggest things that changed is that people who have known each other for a long time, but one person's white, one person's black, right? And they've known each other for a long time. I feel like all of a sudden right now, the ability to sit down and talk changed.
Yep.
The ability to have a conversation changed. And so I guess the question is, why? Like, do you think that's a good thing, a bad thing? Like, where do you think we are? And, just kind of where are you at on kind of what's going on as far as like those relationships? I know there's a ton of issues and other things, but kind of just the ability to interact with each other.
I think change just in general is hard. I think there were some things that needed to change. I think there are some things that don't necessarily need to change. I think we're moving at such a quick pace that it's just overwhelming, just in general. Literally, I find myself, looking at people who I've always been friends with and thinking to myself, do I have to be around white people? I don't hate white people, but it's just so hard. So many things are going through your head. It's like, how do you process all this at the speed that we're having to process it? And so I think the thing that I've decided to do is just slow the conversation down.
Right.
Like what we're doing here.
Right.
Like everything doesn't have to be about race for us to talk about race. Like we're talking about race right now because we're able to have a dialogue. And yes, you're white, and yes, I'm black, but that's not the main focus of this moment. Right. And so the more we get comfortable with communicating and having relationships with people that aren't like us, I think it just kind of slows the conversation down and makes it that much easier. And I think just right now in the world, we're just moving really fast, and I think everybody's just trying to hold on.